Minister Dr. Philip, who is the Secretary of the party, and Ms. Benel Mahali, who is the Treasurer of the party. So allow me to add my share of welcome and appreciation for all of you gathered here this morning to what we consider a most historic event in terms of the development of the political development of this country. I give Almighty God thanks for His loving kindness, goodness, undergirding and guidance all my life. Over the many years I've been in service to His people. New every morning has been His love, great has been His faithfulness. I want to place on record and to express my sincere thanks and appreciation to the many people around this country and abroad who have supported me, encouraged me, prayed for me over the years. I truly appreciate their encouragement and their inspiration. I sincerely believe that today is a day of new beginnings.
Yes.
Today we are here to report to the nation, indeed to the world, that we are taking a much needed step in seeking to rebuild and restore trust and faith in the political system in our nation. We today are responding to the frustration and cries of the people for a better form of governance in this country. And so today we are here to launch one of those vehicles, the People's Labour Party, which we are confident will assist in delivering this new order, this new dispensation. I would also like to add that there will be few, if any, of our citizens, residents, or friends of this country who are unaware of the troubling circumstances that have brought us to this juncture. And so we are here today taking this bold and decisive step in the midst of this crisis, the launching of the St. Nevis Labour Party. The People's Labour Party, sorry. The party is born of the cries of the rank and file to restore the selfless, people-empowering values of the St. Nevis Labour Party and of its former leaders. It is born of the imperative of reordering the institutions and systems which are required to strengthen this country, but whose structures are being dangerously eroded. It is born on a desire to reposition St. Nevis for attaining prosperity with equity, as was incrementally done by former heads of government. It is born of a desire to reintroduce good governance. Regrettably, this country has fallen into careless hands, and transparency and accountability and statesmanship have all been sacrificed. You are all aware that the Honorable Timothy Harris and I, the two former senior ministers in the government led by Dr. Denzel Douglas, have taken firm stands with regard to his methods of governance, particularly his systematic disenfranchisement of our people, his Bohemian disdain for accountability and transparency, his reckless squandering of public funds, his lewd and crude and disorderly misconduct in Parliament, on the political rostrum, and in other public places, and the example this provides for our children, and the image, the negative image it portrays of our country. his divisive practices in order to assume control, his carelessness with the truth. Other people put it in other ways.
There's nothing about
But his carelessness with the truth is the way I interpret that.
Professional.
His apparently incurable disposition of disrespect, particularly to those who dare to express views contrary to his own. And this goes on. But this is just a short presentation. These and many more of his characteristics and methods are at variance with the ethos of the party that nurtured me, the Single Slave Party. This was a party of collective effort with emphasis on the upliftment of the people, a party in which the leaders were more skilled at raising the wretched than in rising themselves. This was the party of Manchester and Sebastian and Challenger, the party of Bradshaw, Southwell and France, the party of Limo, Fitzroy Bryant and St. John Payne. Today, it is the party of Douglas. The supreme or maximum leader, as he likes to describe himself. 10 men in one. A one-man show in defiance of any reasonable guidance and intolerance of the Senate. And all this is happening while the country spirals out of control. I would not for one moment seek to diminish any good that Dr. Douglas has done during his stewardship. And no one should. Nor should we overlook what I have previously characterized as the flawed management and reproachable leadership. It is my judgment, my humble view, my humble judgment, and the judgment of many, many other criticians and divisions at home and abroad, that he has failed us, all of us,
big time,
in irredeemable ways.
Selfish reasons.
At this juncture, he's now bent on maintaining all ill-conceived supremacy at all costs, and that in respect at this juncture, it is my considered view that he's bad for the country.
Yes.
It must be made clear that we have tried over the years to steer our party and government back on course to no avail. Many are of the view that we have exhibited an overdose of patience and tolerance.
Yeah, man, too long.
We are a new generation,
Too long.
come of age in the modern world of openness and accountability and transparency. When we say that the power belongs to the people, that is exactly what we believe, and that is exactly what we need. We do not believe that an arrogant and all-controlling government can make things better. In fact, it makes things worse. These are calls for change in the leadership, character, values, and philosophy.
Right away.
These are the things that really matter in politics. We see ourselves as an alliance of unity. We simply have to go on. We simply have to go on a new pathway. Unity is strength. This is the people's call, and I believe the voice of the people is the will of God.
Yes, it is.
My own service in active politics is well known. It started some 25 years ago, having been born, as it were, into the labor movement. As such, I've had a personal, booming, and intimate relationship and training by the second triumvirate of the movement, Bradshaw, Southwell, and France, and by the third triumvirate, Moore, Bryant, and Payne. For that, I have much to be grateful. Hence, it is my intention that as long as God gives me the opportunity to continue to serve my people along those ideals and the philosophy that brought me to where I am. We therefore, in the interest of this nation, will submit ourselves to the electorate within the framework of the People's Labour Party to position ourselves for contributing to a new dispensation, a new order that demands we conduct ourselves as your stewards, as your servants. This new order demands our broad collaboration and cooperation, truly placing country above self, while capturing and responding to the views of the citizen. It is through this new order, and that through God's abiding grace and our hurting nation, we would find healing. And so today, I pledge myself to greater service to my country and my countrymen.
Yes.